A very good morning, students. Today our topic is plastics, thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. Thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. See the plastics definition. Plastics means a plastic material is any of a wide range of synthetic or semi-synthetic organic solids that are moldable. Plastic material is any of a wide range of synthetic or semi-synthetic organic solids that are moldable. It is easily moldable. Plastics are typically organic polymers of high molecular mass, but they often contain other substances. They are usually synthetic, most commonly derived from petrochemical, but many are partially natural. Plastics are typically organic polymers of high molecular weight, but they often contain other substances. They are usually synthetic, most commonly derived from petrochemicals, that means wastage of petrol, but many are partially natural manner. Plastics history. The first plastic proposed scientists are Percusine. The first man-made plastic was created by Alexander Parks, who publicly demonstrated it at the 1862 Great International Exhibition in London. The first plastic was a man-made plastic created by Alexander Parks. Alexander Parks, who publicly demonstrated at London in the year 1862 a Great International Exhibition. The material called Parkesine. The material called Parkesine was an organic material derived from cellulose that once heated could be molded and retain its shape when cooled. Okay, that is the plastic history. Okay, the scientist is Alexander Parks, proposed Parkesine plastic, that is the first plastic in the year 1862. He exhibited him plastic, Great International Exhibition, which is conducted in London. See the first plastic snapshots of some Parkesine materials. Okay, these are the pics of Parkesine plastic, first plastic, Parkesine plastic snapshots. Celluloid is derived from cellulose and alkalized camphor. Celluloid is derived from cellulose and alkalized camphor. John Wesley had invented celluloid as a substitute for the ivory in billiard balls in 1868. The second plastic is 1868, that is the celluloid plastic. He first tried using collodion, a natural substance, after spilling a bottle of it and discovering that the material dried into a tough and flexible film. Next one. However, the material was not strong enough to be used as a billiard ball until the addition of camphor, a derivative of the laurel tree. The new celluloid could be molded with heat and pressure into a durable shape. This is the second plastic, 1868. Next one is snapshots of billiard balls made after enhancing. This is the second plastic, billiard balls. It is made up of celluloid. Next one is formaldehyde resin. Another name is bakelite. After cellulose nitrate, formaldehyde was the next product to advance the technology of plastic around 1897. Efforts to manufacture white chalkboards led to casein plastics, milk protein mixed with formaldehyde. Galalith and Arenoid are two early trade name examples. In 1899, Arthur Smith received British patent 16,275 for phenol formaldehyde resin for use as a ebonite substitute in electrical insulation. The first patent for processing a formaldehyde resin. In 1899, Arthur Smith received British patent 16,275 for phenol formaldehyde resin for use as an ebonite substitute in electrical insulation. The first patent for processing a formaldehyde resin, however, in 1907. Leo Hendrik Beckland improved phenol formaldehyde reaction techniques and invented the first fully synthetic resin to become commercially successful, trade named Beckland. Beckland proposed phenol formaldehyde resin. This is the important thermosetting plastic. Further video we will discuss how to prepare bakelite plastic. Who proposed bakelite plastic? Leo Hendrik Beckland. See the snapshots of material made from bakelite. Okay, these are the ring balls. Okay, coins. Okay, some heart shapes. Okay, a tape. These are the bakelite plastics. Next one, timeline precursor. In 1839, natural rubber method of processing invented by Charles Goodyear. 1839, Charles Goodyear proposed the method of natural rubber. In 1843, vulcanite. Okay, vulcanite. Thomas Hancock proposed vulcanization reaction. In 1843, Gutta Pacha rubber proposed by William Mactomar. 1856, shellac. Okay, that is Alfred Critchola, Samuel Pack proposed shellac rubber. 1856, Boyes Darcy, Francis Charles Lepage. Next, timeline beginning of the plastic era with semi-synthetics. 1839, polystyrene or polystyrene discovered Jude Simon. 1862, Parkesine, Alexander Parks. 1863, cellulose nitrate or celluloid, John Wesley Hart. 1872, polyvinyl chloride or PVC, first created by Eugen Baumann. 1894, viscose rayon, Charles Frederick Cross, Edward John Bevan. 1908, cellophane, Jacques E. Brandenburger. 1909, first true plastic phenol formaldehyde, trade named bakelite, Leo Hendrik Beckland. 1926, vinyl or polyvinyl chloride, Walter Schumann invented a plasticized PVC. 1927, cellulose acetate. 1933, polyvinylidene chloride or sarin, also called PVDC, accidentally discovered by Ralph Wiley, a Dow chemical lab worker. 1935, low density polythene, Reginald Gibson and Eric Fawcett. 1936, acrylic or polymethyl methacrylate. 1937, polyurethanes. 1938, polystyrene made practical. 1938, polytetrafluoroethylene. 1939, nylon or neoprene rubber. 1941, polyethylene. 1942, low density polyethylene. 1942, unsaturated polyester. 1951, high density polyethylene or HDPE. 1953, sarin wrap. 1954, styrofoam. 1964, polyimide. 1970, thermoplastic polyester. 1978, linear low density polythene. 1985, liquid crystal polymers. Okay, these are the timeline for development of plastics. Let's see plastic products. The first plastic product is plastic garbage bags. Plastic garbage bags. A bin bag, a bin liner or garbage bag are trash bag, American English, is a disposable bag used to contain rubbish or trash. Okay, plastic garbage bags. The second one, silly putty. Second plastic is silly putty. Silly putty is a toy based on silicone polymer which display unusual physical properties. It bounces but breaks when given a sharp blow and can also flow like a liquid. It contains a viscoelastic liquid silicone, a type of non-Newtonian fluid which makes it acts as a viscous liquid over a long time period but as an elastic solid over a short time period. Silly putty is the second plastic. Next one, see types of plastics. The response of a polymer to mechanical forces at elevated temperature is related to its dominant molecular structure. One classification of polymer is according to its behavior and rising temperature. Thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics are the two categories of plastics are based upon temperature. See thermoplastic. A thermoplastic is a polymer that turns to a liquid when heated and freezes to a very glassy state when cooled sufficiently. Most thermoplastics are high molecular weight polymers whose chains associated through weak van der Waals forces, polyethylene, stronger dipole-dipole interaction and hydrogen bonding, nylon. See some snapshots of thermoplastics. These are the general examples of thermoplastics. Some chemical examples of thermoplastic. Okay, poly nylon 6,6, that is hexamethylene adipamide. Next one, polyethylene tetraphthalate PET, a polyester. Next one, polycarbonate. More examples of thermoplastics: polyethylene, polyvinyl chloride, polytetrafluoroethylene, polypropylene. The effect of temperature on the structure and behavior of thermoplastics. Okay, see, this is the glassy state to amorphous solid state to liquid state. Here liquid state undergoes to form crystalline solid, difficult movement of chain. Okay, glass temperature from glassy state to amorphous solid state, we convert say glass temperature. Next one, amorphous solid state to liquid state, we convert melting temperature. This is the temperature increasing order. This is the effect of temperature on the structure and behavior of thermoplastics. Thermoplastic polymers differ from thermosetting polymer. Bakelite vulcanized rubber. Since thermoplastics can be remelted and remolded, thermosetting plastics, when heated, will chemically decompose, so they cannot be recycled. Yet, once a thermoset is cured, it tends to be stronger than a thermoplastic. Typically, linear polymers with minor branched structure and flexible chains are thermoplastics. The networked structures are thermosetting plastics. See some snapshots of thermosetting plastics. Okay, here these are the wires. Okay, electrical wires. Okay, these are the rubber capsules or rubber straps. Okay, rubber plates. Okay, these are the some snapshots of thermosetting plastic. See thermosetting phenolic resins. Phenolic resins applications are adhesives, coatings materials and laminate substances, amines substances, adhesives, cookware and electrical moldings. Next one, polyesters, electrical moldings, decorative laminates, polymer matrix in fiberglass, epoxies, adhesives, electrical moldings, matrix for complexes. Next one, urethanes, fibers, coatings, foam, insulation, silicone, adhesives, gaskets, sealants. Okay, these are the thermosetting data. See the structure of thermoplastics and thermosetting plastic. Thermoplastic elastomers are Okay, here on stress condition, which will be converted into linear manner. Thermosetting elastomer stretched into, it may be formed into cross-linked manner. Cross-linked plastics are thermosetting plastics. Linear shape of plastics are thermoplastics. Are they based upon stress forces towards the plastics? See the differences between thermoplastic resins and thermosetting resins. The first point is thermoplastics are formed by addition polymerization. Thermosetting plastics are formed by condensation polymerization. See second difference, they consisting of linear long chain polymer. Thermosetting plastics consisting of dimensional network structure. Third point, all the polymer chains are held together by weak van der Waals forces. But thermosetting plastics, all the polymer chains are linked by strong covalent bonds. Next, fourth point, they are weak, soft and less brittle. Thermosetting plastic, they are strong, hard and more brittle. Thermoplastics, they soften on heating and harden on cooling. They do not soften on heating, that is thermosetting plastic. They can be remolded. Thermoplastics are remolded. That means reversible process is there. But thermosetting plastics, they cannot be remolded. It is a irreversible process. Thermoplastics, they have low molecular weights. But thermosetting plastics have high molecular weight. See the properties of plastics. Okay, first one property is lightweight. Next one, resistance to breakage. Next one, insulating capacity, electrical, thermal and acoustic. Next one, easy of handling and safety. Next one, versatility character. Next one, recyclability. Next one, usefulness. Next one, simple, cheap manufacturing. Impermeability in water, light, gases. Does not conduct electricity. Excellent for cables, plugs. Next to see advantages. It is cheap and easy to buy. Plastics are cheap cost and easy to buy. The second one, hard plastics can be used in making chairs, toys, etc. Next one, can be putted in other material and strengthens them. Easy to clean and hard to break. You can use it to store water and food. Can be used in all types of season and weather, even if it's summer or raining. Can be recycled into another product. Can be used in surgeries. That is a medical application. Next one, see disadvantages. It takes 100 of years to decompose. The decomposition process is very long period. It takes 100 of years to decompose. That is the drawback, main drawback. Next one, hard to dispose properly. The disposable reaction is very hard. It is made from non-renewable sources of earth. Cannot stand up because of its lightness. Are not biodegradable. Plastics are not biodegradable. Number one, flood causing material. Number one, flood causing material. Okay, over flooding material is plastic. Recycling is very expensive. The recycling of plastic is very expensive. See some recycling of plastic. Plastic recycling is a process in which old plastic is turned into another more useful product. Since plastics can be considered indestructible or simplified, does not break down easily. It is also the number one trash of humans in landfills, which took a lot of space. One way to reduce it is to recycle. From the word recycling itself, I know you have already an idea what will they do to it. The plastics are brought back to the factories where they do recycling and turn to another product. Same can be turned into trash cans, pots, papers and many more. See, this is the process of recycling. Okay, the waste plastic is collected and then cutting into small pieces and then packed to boxes, and boxes to move loading way This is the what happens to plastic that is recycled by us. This is the recycling process of recycling of plastics. Types of recycling processes: mechanical recycling, chemical recycling. See, mechanical recycling, the recycling in which plastics are grooved, then melted, shredded and molded into new shapes, creating a new product. Chemical recycling, the recycling in which plastics are melted, altering some chemical properties to create a new product. These are the two types of recycling processes. Thank you, students. Thank you for listening. This is the plastics and thermoplastics, thermosetting plastics, different examples, and then what are the differences between thermoplastics and thermosetting plastics. Thank you, students.